Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm in a new setting here. A new room means I can should be able to get doing this more regularly like I was doing before, every night pretty much. That's the goal, the plan at least. Every single day get back into that. Of course, having a kid does change things up a bit, but get back into a routine once, they get sleeping, that sort of stuff. But yes, new Dino, new power tonight. Got a full pot of coffee and a full bunch of matches. Tyrranax Rex, fantastic dinosaur, similar to Carnage Tyrant. I spent quite a bit of my gold sunk into it to get the playset of this, plus a bunch of other stuff. I have 10 rare wildcards at the moment, which is pretty darn fantastic, I must say. But yeah, it took more than I thought to get this guy, but well worth it. So for those, 4 Carnage Tyrants, just a bunch of cost reduction, same as always, usually with Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor here. Lovely stuff combining it. Oftentimes they die, but that's all right. We got the ramp with Topiary Stomper, nice stable ramp. Then Domri as well for fighting and ramp and more power. But the fantastic protection spell, Tyvar stand. Oh, I've been excited for this. This is maybe the best protection spell now that we have. Absolutely lovely. Sinking everything into it, maybe. We attack with somebody big. The opponent wants to remove Ghalta, of course. Maybe we've cast the queen for 2, as is often the case. And then we protect her with this and dump any extra mana for a bigger swing. Maybe, probably lethal at that point, I would imagine. Hey, Heaven, how's it going? How's it going? Just saw your message. I gotta move my keyboard up. Everything is placed differently just because I had to move my monitor to the side so that it would reach the power cord. I'm getting another outlet installed eventually, but things are in different places. But yes, happy to see you joining right from the beginning, talking about this. Man, hexproof and indestructible. You stop your creature from dying from a sweeper with the indestructible part, targeted removal, of course, hexproof there. But it's just so versatile. Fantastic. Ripjaw. I'm seeing a lot of aggressive stuff. Little creatures. Red creatures. Goblins. A little bit. Mono white. Of course, that's what I'm thinking. Mono white aggro. Ripjaw Raptor could be pretty good. Deterring their aggression. Just making it not feel so good. Sometimes their creatures do get, even bigger than a 4/4 or 5/5, able to trade with Ripjaw eventually. But just lots of little aggressive stuff. I think Ripjaw maybe is right. More right. It does feel good. I did get some packs. Actually, what did I think I spent 40,000 gold. I think I had 130,000. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I spent, it was 30,000 or 40,000. I bought 10 packs of the new set, so then I got a golden pack, a couple of those, and it helped out quite a bit, actually. But, yeah, it's working out. Sideboard-wise, nothing too crazy. I guess the lands, I should go to that. 20. I've started to really like 20. Should be a good chance I see at least 3 lands by turn 3 if, the math is right, but it doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately. But yeah, 20. 2 mountains, 4 forests, just because there's Topiary Stomper there. 6 seems to be about the right number. One of my favorites, at least. If I bring in something else, again, that searches for a basic land, ranging raptors, Thunderherd migration, something like that, I do tend to increase that to a total of 8 basics. But keeping it at 20, I want consistency as much as possible, so no man lands, nothing like that. Lair of the Hydra, Heaven, one of our favorite lands. Not in there just because consistency, basically. That's it. If it's not a basic, it's a dual land, pretty much. And again, the sideboard, Brotherhood's End, lovely sweeper. It's not Anger of the Gods, but still, this is more versatile, hitting creatures, planeswalkers, destroying all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. Can be very debilitating against certain stuff. Shifting, of course, the All-Star has to be in there. I do like starting off with this, but I feel there's going to be more aggressive little creatures. So Ripjaw, we'll start off with him. Savage Stomp, fight, take it out. It's our fight spell. Leaves them bigger. I love it. I haven't used it in quite some time, so I'm just happy to bring it back. The Akroan War. All right. Steal Phyrexian, Praetors, anything big. Make the opponent attack us in a way that doesn't benefit them. It's very nice. I'm excited. I think it's better. I think it's better than a Braid, yeah. Well, it's hard to say. I mean, a Braid only targets one creature, or yeah, I think it is just a creature for 3 damage. So with Brotherhood's End, of course, usually you're always going to lose Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor. Sometimes I take out Marauding Raptor in game 2 simply because it is potentially going to die from this. I may not play the things that are going to die to Brotherhood's End, 3 damage to each creature, until I've cast this. Hold off on these things. Sometimes they might have removal anyways, so kind of makes sense also that way, but they do have an immediate effect because of cost reduction. So if you're playing them at a later turn, you still can chain some things together, get a pretty good benefit, especially, well, things are a little bit more wobbly, but especially if you have a bunch of lands, you play something that things cost less and might be able to play 2 things, 3 things, something like that. But I don't know. I've thought about a Braid. Maybe one day I'll use it. But I think Brotherhood's End hitting everything for 3 really is devastating. Elves, of course, Golgari elves, goblins, mono white aggro a little bit, but they can grow pretty big. They sometimes put a lot of counters on their creatures and they're out of range of 3 damage. Unfortunately, they get to 4 or higher pretty quick. But I say we jump into things. Classic, fantastic, awesome, devastating power. Hopefully things go pretty well. They should. Hopefully, well, we should see Tyrranax. I think Tyrranax sounds better. Tyrranax Rex. A few times tonight. Fat Master. That's not a very nice name. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit iffy. Yeah, definitely with the 2 abilities for sure. Anger of the Gods, a Braid. Yeah, well, a Braid, I mean, you do have those choices, but I guess Brotherhood's End is an upgraded Braid, a super Braid. Oh, mono green looks to be the case. Well, this could get interesting. Hopefully we get Tyrranax Rex down soon. At least they haven't popped off too much. Certainly have enough lands. Getting a little bit flooded, but that seems to happen even with 20. Happens a little bit too often still, unfortunately. Yes, definitely running this new Dino. Hopefully it's going to be scary enough. It may not be. Oh, more lands for days. My goodness, you just you never know. That's probably it for this particular game, but we'll bring it back around. Game 2. Yeah, well, you just never know. Man, that guy's... Oh, I'm excited. And this, that's probably going to do it. Unfortunately. Ouch. A lot of stuff. Yeah, 7 lands in the top 10. Definitely something you shouldn't expect, especially with 20, but you never know what you're going to get. The Acroan War. That's the plan against green. Steal some big creature, gain control of target creature for as long as the Acroan War remains on the battlefield. So for a couple of turns you get to steal the Cavalier of Thorns, potentially. Old Growth Troll, something like that. But we do want to try and go as fast as possible. Man. Sometimes Brotherhood's End can be good if they have multiple elves, but a lot of their stuff is above 3 toughness, so Brotherhood's End doesn't take out enough, I think. Ripjaw could be good. Yeah. You know what? I'll cut Tyvar's stand. They don't have a lot of interaction. I should have realized that right away. Sometimes later on, quite a few turns later, green starts to interact with maybe 1 or 2 things. Sky Sovereign, the flying vehicle, legendary, deals 3 damage to a creature, or Planeswalker. Sometimes that happens. My goodness, not so good either hand. One more mulligan. Try for something a wee bit faster. That can work. Gonna have to send both of those to the bottom, but at least getting Domri down, followed by Ripjaw, I think we got a pretty good chance. Oh, well, the Acroan War. Okay, so they haven't played a turn 2 Old Growth Troll, having a big body that could threaten Domri. So Domri should stay alive quite nicely, at least to ramp a little bit. He may be attacked by those elves next turn. Yeah. But I don't see him dying in any way. If we get another land, we could possibly go Ripjaw and fight with something. That'd be pretty nice. Cavalier of Thorns. I can potentially, well, I probably will steal the Cavalier of Thorns with the Acroan War, like I was saying. Now, Nykthos is going to be a bit of trouble. Super duper ramp right there. Luckily, they can't attack with the Cavalier. That was good. Oh, double Acroan War. That's what I want to be doing. That's going to be good. So I can play the first one this turn, steal it, and I believe Cavalier of Thorns will stay on the battlefield after the first one goes, if I have another copy of the Acroan War. Pretty sure that's how it works. And of course it reduces their devotion if I steal one of their creatures. Currently they have 4, so slows them down a little bit. I don't plan to steal an elf. Haywire Might, well, that tends to do the trick. I guess I'll just steal it again. I think they only have 1 Haywire Might, so hopefully this does the trick. Take out an elf, drop down their devotion, stop a little bit of their ramp, and cross the fingers they don't take out the Acroan War. But Karn, the Wish board, they can usually grab something that deals with, well, whatever. Cityscape Leveler here to destroy permanent. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Yeah, that tends to do the trick. Yeah. Sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do. We just didn't get very fast hands. Didn't see a Huntmaster or Marauding early enough. Yeah. Do the best you can, but mono green is pretty nasty stuff, I must say. I really do like the super accelerated potential of the list I was using a couple days ago. Turn 3 Ghalta, potentially. Turn 2 Marauding Raptor. Then turn 3 Raptor Hatchling for 1 red. Marauding pings the Hatchling plus the token that's made. Marauding sits at 6 power, plus the dinosaur token's 3 power is 9, plus 1 reduction. Boom. Ghalta's 2. And you spent 1. And you have 3 lands. It's pretty darn sweet. But this hand, yes, still playing Explorer Heaven. Loving it. It's getting closer and closer to Pioneer eventually. But it's still going to take some time. I mean, of course, dinos, as always, are basically the same wherever you take them, I feel. I could take this down to my local game store, play in Pioneer quite easily. This looks a little bit scary. That darn portable hole. Nuts. Going to be a little problematic. Would have been nice to play Marauding for 1. Still have 1 left over for Tyvar stand. So hopefully they don't have another portable hole to deal with. Duh. Man. Ugh, that's not good. Should have drawn a 3rd land already. Nuts. Makes me wish for Thrashing Brontodon. Pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy portable hole, touch the spirit realm, an artifact, or an enchant. That might do it. My goodness. Yeah. You get too many lands, or sometimes you don't get enough. There we go. We got well, we got something. I'll try for Domri, but I imagine it will get countered. Not countered. Interesting. But we can tick them up, which is okay. Yeah, I'll stick with it a couple more turns. See if we can get something landed. Elesh, no, yeah, well, that tends to do it. Yeah. Scary stuff, scary stuff. So the new, well, the main big bad, Elesh Norn, Vigilance. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, triggers an additional time. So that means their spirited companions, when it enters the battlefield, they would draw 2 cards. Charming Prince, they would do 2 of whatever, scry 2, gain 3 life, just increasing the value considerably. But it's permanent, so portable hole, when it enters, it would exile 2 non-land permanents an opponent controls, and touch the spirit realm, when it enters, would exile 2 artifacts or creatures. Absolutely insane. Very, very difficult and scary. I mean, it's already scary, Azorius Control, but with the addition of this supercharging enter the battlefield effects, yikes. Definitely, well, kind of want shifting Ceratops, but you saw how much was white here. Shifting could be good, but kind of not. But definitely I think it should be probably in there. Ripjaw, don't really need whatsoever. Switch Ripjaw with shifting. Basic, makes sense. Kind of tempted to go with the Crowan War. It would be nice to steal Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines, but I wouldn't really want to steal anything else, so we'll leave it like that. We got Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex, Shifting Ceratops, Tyvar stand to protect stuff, so we got a pretty good chance if we can get some stuff online. May not happen though. Give this one a go. We got Domri, turn 3. Tameo safekeeping would have been nice because we can protect any permanent. Tyvar stand, we can only protect a creature, so you know, the opponent might want to get rid of Domri. Tyvars would just sit there, unfortunately. They'll probably have 2 untapped, might have a sensor. Ooh, okay. Hey, you just got here. Dark Carnage, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Haven't landed them yet. Just started, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. It's going to happen. I'm just excited to be playing with it in a list, refining it, figuring out what direction might be the best when I'm using that. Should it be either Carnage Tyrant or Tyrranax Rex? I think that's also a pretty big question. Trying for Domri. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Ramp with him, be able to play Huntmaster. It can't be countered. Then I'm still left with 1 green for Tyvar stand to protect the Huntmaster. Possibly getting me Ghalta next turn, depending. Hopefully they haven't swept us, but... Hey, that's alright. That's alright. I haven't done too many live streams. Definitely not as much as I was hoping to do, but yeah, getting back into it. So you haven't missed too many lately. I think I've done 4 or 5, something like that. Oh, nuts. What am I going to do? Save it. Ooh. Not today. Oh, that was just beautiful. Oh, look at this, folks. Okay. Heaven, Dark Carnage. That's what it's all about. If you save the key thing, everything comes together. Now, I could still have a sweeper. I hope that's not the case, but you can see right there, because I saved Huntmaster, Regisaur for 4, Ghalta for 2, a total of 6 mana spent. Nasty damage. Cross your fingers. No sweeper. Oh boy. Oof. Okay. It's not too good, but we still got lots of bodies. Doing good stuff. Oh. Hey, you asked about you know who. And here is you know who. Dead. Lights out. Yeah. All right. Just to finish them off, make sure they were done for. They had only 2 mana, so of course Tyrranax Rex in that instance did have hexproof. They couldn't have paid the ward 4. Has haste, trample. Can't be countered. Stunning, stunning. A lot of time ward 4 is going to be hexproof, or they have to take their turn off. Oh, absolutely, absolutely solid. But yeah, even if they kill it, they may have taken a turn off or mostly tapped out to pay to take it out, which is still very good. I saw somebody mention that, and yeah, I'm excited for Carnage, for Tyrranax Rex. I don't see a whole lot of people crazy enough to do that, and for Ghalta. I'm a madman, but just slaying the best stuff that is hard to deal with, and it seems to get the job done. Luckily. Yeah. I think they could have removed maybe Regisaur Alpha or the token. Maybe we wouldn't have had quite enough to get it done. But definitely don't leave anybody alive, and don't leave something like Azorius Control alive, because next turn they could have a sweeper, completely wipe you out. It's a little bit of a funny hand, this one, but we'll try and make it work. More of a commander player. Hey, that's all good. It is nice to have a couple more dinos for dinosaur tribal commander decks, or just in general. All game modes. That is good. Man. Oh, this is coming together, hopefully. I imagine Huntmaster. There it is. Skyclave Apparition. Various things to deal with. Or stuff. Oh my goodness. Look at that, folks. We sent one of the 3 Huntmasters I started with to the bottom, and then we draw the 4th one. In the top 9 cards, you never know what you're going to get. Every game is different. My goodness. Well, we'll play it. Hope it sticks around. I don't imagine it will. Going off of that first game against this person, oof, that was not a pretty sight. Possibly could go Marauding next turn. Still have one green left over for Tyvar stand, but hopefully I get that third one. You hate using Huntmaster and Marauding? Huh. Hey, that's alright. I've played thousands and thousands of games, so I've made the mistake enough times. Well, that was unfortunate right there. But yeah, I made the mistake enough times. Hey, you know, this is a little refresher for you. I'll play Huntmaster first and Marauding. I am excited, and I still make that mistake of going Marauding first, and I'm like, oh, nuts. Just because Marauding has that potential to be super big, it is very exciting. Get the best of myself. Hopefully, one of them. Oh, man, you gotta be kidding. Just bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. That's not good. Getting rid of everybody, unfortunately. Yeah, just cross your fingers one of these things survives, or at least until I can protect it with Tyvar stand there next turn. Or draw another... Oh yes, so it does bounce. I get it now. Man, this is a wee bit rough, to say the least. Oh, double Tyvars. Well, that Huntmaster is living, guaranteed. I'm going to hold back both of them. I want Huntmaster to survive at all costs. That's going to be our chance. It was the thing that won us game 2 there, saving Huntmaster, leading to basically lethal the following turn. This is good. They're not taking him away. Domri next turn, fight with this token, potentially on the Skyclave Apparition. Oh, nuts. What am I going to do? There you go. Okay, there, another land. Good stuff. Now the question is, do I want to fight somebody? Charming Prince could be an option. Skyclave Apparition to get a 2/2. Kind of interested in that. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Still have one to protect Huntmaster again. Hopefully Domri survives. I imagine they would want to take him out if we can land Tyrranax Rex next turn. Draw land and... Oh, the Brutal Cathar. What are you gonna do? I just don't know. Maybe I should use more protection. It's working out. Oh. Well, it's not a land, but it is pretty good. It is pretty good. Shifting Ceratops. Going to be quite scary for them, I hope. Wouldn't want to attack with Huntmaster anyways. I'm going to hold everybody back just in case. Want to protect Domri, get Tyrranax Rex, hopefully, next turn. Touch the Spear Realm. That's going to get rid of shifting, unfortunately. Pretty sure Domri's dead. I would think so. Well, I'm definitely taking out the Brutal Cathar. That can be pretty nasty when it flips back and forth and... Nuts. If Domri had only lived, we would be seeing a Rex this turn. Huntmaster's got to be answered by something, you would think. This deck, all the creatures do something. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, that's no good. Still might be able to make something happen next turn, eventually. I hope. I'm going to have to keep this Azorius enter the battlefield on the radar. I imagine they don't have any sweepers whatsoever, just because... Yeah, that's going to do it. Just because they have so many creatures. Interesting. Interesting. Lots of new stuff. I figured there would be lots of new stuff to contend with. Adapt, always room for improvement. I'm always having a good time. Nice to see stuff. Oh. Let's see what we get. Something good. I was hoping for the Sword of Forge and Fire. The red-green sword. That's quite exciting. Wouldn't have helped in that case, but giving protection from green, help us in the mono-green matchup. They're green creatures, they can't block, so we could fly right past with something big, do a lot of nasty damage, potentially. Yeah, that Elesh Norn. Well, it is nice seeing some of this fresh, new stuff. I don't think mono green really changed much, but yeah. Feral GA. Ooh, that's a keeper, definitely. Marauding, Domri. Looks like a pretty good chance right there. Yeah, I can work with that. Oh, well, at least they don't have a Thoughtseize. I imagine they have a Fatal Push. We still got... Oh, they don't have a Fatal Push. This is looking up. Big time. Oh, my. And we got Topiary Stomper. That's a tough one. Yeah, we'll go Topiary. Gifted Aetherborn probably would be attacking Domri anyways. I wouldn't want to block with Marauding Raptor. We'll do this. We'll get 4 total power. Potentially. If everything survives, it does lead to Ghalta next turn after we play Domri. Yeah. Oh. Well, that's good too, but Ghalta is always good. Ramp for 1. Boom. We're off to the races. And hope they don't have removal for the Queen. Fly at them with Marauding. Everything looks pretty good. I'll have 6 plus, well, with Domri there would be 7, so I'm still able to play Tyrranax Rex anyways next turn. If I didn't have the land, I would hold Marauding back. But I want less Death Touch things. I want to take out a Death Touch thing with a oftentimes weaker creature Marauding in this case. Man, look at this. Look at this. Haste. I don't have to worry about not having Otepec or Regisaur. I've got a fantastic heavy hitter dinosaur that can attack. The second it comes down, it's a 9/8. Everything's trample. Everything's scary. I like it. They'd have to sink so much just to deal with it. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, we've got our first Phyrexian Obliterator. Okay, okay. So the Akroan War, where we can steal one of their creatures. My thinking partly is also it is going to be helpful when we steal a Phyrexian Obliterator. That's quite nice. Now the question is, I can fight with Topiary Stomper. I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. I sacrifice 5 permanents, whatever. We get the Obliterator out of the way, and then we just hit them hard with the Rex and Carnage Tyrant. Pretty crazy, I know, but I just hope they don't have another Obliterator. Taking out the Obliterator, of course, was very nice. Dropping their Devotion. they're down to 0 now, so it did stop a lot of their ramp also. Boom, dead. You guys just gotta stay calm when you face the Obliterator. For anybody that doesn't know, we'll bring that up. 4 black, very restrictive, basically only doable in mono black or Golgari. You add green for the fight spells, which, well, whenever the Obliterator is dealt damage with fighting, the opponent also sacrifices however many permanents, however much damage was dealt to the Obliterator. But yeah, whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. So if we can make the Obliterator deal damage to itself, very good. Justice Strike, a white and a red, instant speed. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. So we would take out the Obliterator and this opponent would sacrifice 5 permanents. They would probably concede right there. Usually that's what happens. But you gotta keep the Phyrexian Obliterator on the menu, on the agenda. Well, it's on the menu for a lot of people because it is so scary. We did the trick. We'll steal it if possible. That's what the Acrone War is for. I guess some fighting could happen, but a lot of death touch stuff. I'm going to take the Ripjaw Raptor out. I may not want to use it. We'll see. But if we're stealing a creature with the Acrone War, that's kind of us having a creature or getting a creature. And it makes all their creatures have to attack us. So if we steal the Phyrexian Obliterator, they attack into it. They will sacrifice stuff. It is a very nice turn of events. I think this is the ultimate. They're going to feel the pain. 1 land though, I can't. Oh, 2 lands, I can do that. I'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom, just in case. Keep 2 Domris if they take 1 out. So, something like that. But luckily, we're at 3, so we will be able to start playing 1. Ooh, okay, looking up. Yeah, if we can steal the Obliterator, I think we'll be looking pretty good. I don't imagine Huntmaster is alive. Tyrranax Rex, maybe they'll name. Carnage Tyrant, one of those big, scary, heavy hitters. Ghalta, okay. Interesting. I would have assumed it would have been Carnage Tyrant or Tyrranax Rex. Okay. Ghalta is easy enough for, well, Ghalta is easier to remove, doesn't have hexproof or anything like that. Interesting. Play the Domri. They'll throw everything at it. Wasn't going to block with Huntmaster anyways. Got to preserve that. All but certain that Domri lives, or dies, I should say. Evolved Sleeper is going to be powered up here, unfortunately. There we go. At the very least, we can save Huntmaster. I would like to go Domri. That's a tough one. You know what? Let's go for it.
No peace. They can only punish you if they catch you.
Still might get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Domri's drawing a lot of aggression from them, which is, well, that's probably going to do it. Never mind. Sacrifice Huntmaster and Domri. Wouldn't be able to play Carnage Tyrant the following turn. Might only have 5. That wasn't going to do it. Invoke Despair certainly makes me feel despair whenever they cast it. especially if I only have Carnage Tyrant. It's my only creature, so I do unfortunately have to sacrifice it. But this, I like the looks of this. 2 green sources, at least 1 red for Huntmaster, but even if we don't draw a land for turn 3, I still may be able to play Topiary Stomper after it's reduced. Of course, hopefully I draw a land, but no fatal push. Very good, very good. I still expect Huntmaster to... Oh, wow, okay. Oof. That was good for us. I think we got lucky. Okay. That was sweet. That was sweet. It was about to get very scary. Hopefully they aren't kicking themselves. They should have killed Huntmaster immediately. Get more lands. Don't ask questions at this point in time. If you're ever faced with a scenario like this. There, we got 4. We can play Regisaur, possibly the Acroan War. That we should have killed it a little bit sooner. Maybe they weren't able to, but they definitely should have if they could. Oh, Sheoldred. Nuts. That is a really scary creature that I'd like to steal. Lovely. I just have to hope they can't kill it immediately. That would be nice to get some value from it. Yeah, I'll sacrifice a Topiary. We're nowhere near 7 lands yet. Oh, we had to sacrifice an enchantment. That's not good. Yeah, we're not dead yet. But we might be. I forgot that I had to sacrifice an enchantment. That was not so good. I imagine Sheoldred's going to attack Dom. We possibly could have fought with... Oh, there's the Obliterator. Nuts. Yeah. Hopefully we get another Acroan War. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. I just hope they don't have another Invoke Despair. Oh, I see. Well, that's not so bad. Okay, watch this. This is going to be fun. So we go with Domri. We go Tyvar stand on the Phyrexian Obliterator. Just so it gains indestructible. And then we use that to fight Sheoldred. They have to sacrifice 4 things. Boom. Lovely. That's going to work out for us. Oh. I won't attack. Wait until this Phyrexian Obliterator hopefully has to attack. Then we just block. And it's looking pretty good. We would have to sacrifice 5. They don't have no blocks. Let's do it. Boom. Look at that. Okay. We got him. We got him good. Exactly how I was hoping to use the Acroan War, but 4-2 Regisaur Alpha. Ghalta next turn for cheap. Let's do that. We'll just build up enough that it will be a lethal swing. They can't play anything. They've sacrificed all their land, so yeah. I think we got them. 3. Take 2. Yes. Gotta sacrifice 3 things. That is okay. Domri. And 2. Oh, we killed ourselves. That was awkward. Oops. I was so excited. I forgot about the ping from Carplusen Forest and the fact that I was at 1. Nuts. But you saw the potential. Yeah. The Acrone War, steel stuff. If I would have sacrificed Shieldred, things would have been definitely a lot better. Still a good time though. Maybe start using the Acrone War. I think it worked out pretty good. I'm going to keep using it, especially for the Phyrexian Obliterator, but for stealing anything else big and nasty and forcing the opponent to attack. Ooh. That is something I like to see. Looks pretty good. We get a 3rd land, double Maraudings. Could mean 2 pings on Ripjaw. If we can play it on turn 3, that is. There's no Fatal Push, or there's no Thoughtseize, I should say, which is always very nice, but it looks like there's a lot of Phyrexian Obliterator stuff going around. Seems like it's also Mono Black Devotion, something like that. At least we are at 3 lands like it should be by turn 3, usually, so we would be able to play Topiary Stomper still next turn. Good stuff, good stuff. Get those lands nice, stable ramp. I imagine Mono Black is going to be pretty popular, at least for a little. Oh, Phyrexian Obliterator. Everyone's playing the Obliterator. I may have to start off with the Acrone War just because. I mean, it is a new set. People are, trying out good things like this. Very scary for creature decks if you're not prepared. We're prepared game 2 though. Possibly we can make enough of a nasty swing that don't have to worry. At least it is only mono black. Yeah, we're taking 5. No worries there. Oh, double Phyrexian Obliterator is obliterating our chances. Well, Tyrranax Rex, definitely. That's what I'm happy to do. Still not attacking. Next turn could be a lot of scary damage. Yeah, I'll take 5, but I have to. Simply. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Back to back to back. My goodness. That is not nice. Now the question is, will we have enough to do it? I don't think we will. Regisaur 12. Seven. $17. It takes them down to 3, unfortunately, if we were able to be a little aggressive. Potentially might have still been... Oh, I think that's still down to 1. That will do it. Okay, the Acrone War it is. My gosh. Very odd there. You never should expect to see Obliterator, Obliterator, Obliterator. Just very unlucky for us. But luckily we have what we need for this. Still want to keep in Tyvar's stand on the Domri. You know what? Domri kind of didn't feel so good the previous outing against Mono Black there. Don't want to fight an Obliterator. Maybe you don't want to fight Shieldred because she has Death Touch. And he just gets attacked by stuff that I don't want to block anyways. Like the Obliterator. I'm just a sitting duck, I think, unfortunately. I can make a hand like this work. We got 3 lands, Huntmaster, Hasty Ripjaw, maybe Hasty Regisaur Alpha. The Acrone War, of course, would be nice, but this could be, a doable hand. Now the question is, wait till you have 1 to protect Huntmaster. We saw Fatal Push before. Don't have a play for 3 mana if Huntmaster got answered anyways. I'll wait a second. Alright. Got our 4th land, so when we do save Huntmaster here, that would allow for Regisaur Alpha next turn. Just hope they don't have to... Oh. That tends to do the trick, unfortunately. And we still get Ripjaw. What do we want to discard? The most expensive thing, unfortunately. There's the Obliterator. Hopefully we get what we need in the Akroan War, and we did not. Yeah, we're not going to recover from that, especially with the Obliterator. Probably could have mulliganed, maybe a little more aggressively for the Akroan War. I think if I face Mono Black again, I'm just going to start off with that. Something that involves stealing a creature, dealing with the Obliterator without dealing damage to it. Bunch of options, but I think the Akroan War probably is my favorite. Probably is the thing that makes the most sense. Steel Shieldred, anybody big, versatile. Ooh. But we see Yorion, so definitely that is not mono black. A very nice, probably another Elesh Norn again, which is it's mono black Obliterator or Elesh Norn enter the battlefield. Not too varied tonight. Nah, I want something a little bit fun. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I got a hunch that I won't draw more lands, but maybe I jinx myself. I probably just jinxed myself. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Good chance it could be Marauding, Otepec Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper. Stomping Ground though, interesting. What do we got going on? Fires of Invention, Nylea's Presence coming down. Wolfwillow Haven. This is interesting. But like I said, might get Topiary Stomper eventually. Domri could have been good, but again, Topiary getting that land, keep it stable for now. Tyrranax Rex should be pretty scary for this opponent, whatever it is. Fires of Invention, something nasty. I imagine it's Fires of Invention, able to play their spells for free, 2 spells a turn equal to the number of lands they... it's just Fable. That's not too bad. But we got enchantment shenanigans. Now. Yeah, Domri to fight. Take out the token. I like the sounds of that. Let's do it. It would have gone down to -2 anyways. The ramp I couldn't have done anything with. He'd either be at 1 or 2. Might as well take out that goblin token, stop them from getting a treasure. Still have a bunch left. I can protect Topiary Stomper with Tyvar staying there, but hey, MtG Tavern, how's it going? Yes, the newborn is doing good. Brought him to work a little bit, and yes, everyone's recovering. All good. I'm recovering from some very painful matches against Mono Black. But again, always room for improvement, especially when there's new cards. We'll work in some tech. Already have some tech to deal with that stuff. But yeah, overall, I'm just happy to be back in a different area. Hey, I mentioned Nylea's Presence. I have faced decks like this before. Makes that land tap for 1 mana of any color, I believe. Okay. Oh. Wait, do we got it? Do we got it? I think we got the Rex. We got the Rex, and now it's going to Rex the opponent. Yes, Nash. Long time no see. Hey, that's good. That's good. Hard to say. Hard to say. I did start it. I did make this stream and start it basically right away. So that's probably why you didn't see a notification. I didn't make it ahead of time. I imagine you guys get notifications when I do it, you know, a day ahead, 2 days ahead, that sort of thing. This is like right away. Yeah, everyone's doing well. Hopefully all you guys are doing well watching right now, later on. Pretty swell that I got Tyrranax Rex down. That's for sure. Going to be pretty hard to remove. Paying an extra 4 with Ward 4 there. Maybe they aren't able to remove it at all because of that restriction. A leyline binding. Oh, they're going to do it. That's okay. They still have 1 mana left. They can't do a whole lot with that. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, you got the bell on. Good stuff, good stuff. It can be glitchy for different people. Really depends. Definitely going to take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki here after I attack with Topiary Stomper, of course. Yes, oh, putting in the work. I knew we would see Tyrranax Rex eventually. Yeah. Scary stuff. Again, very rough for them. Paying leyline binding, then paying an extra. But you definitely take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki as fast as possible. That's what we do. We drop down the temporary buff from Domri, but we still got a lot of power going on, which is pretty nice. Yeah. But yeah, going back to that notification thing, some of you guys will get it, some won't. It can be kind of glitchy. So definitely hit the bell. Yeah. But, as always, if you miss it, hopefully you don't, but if you do, you can catch it in all its glory afterwards. Huh. There's that Enigmatic Incarnation, sacrificing an enchantment, searching for a non-land permanent with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed enchantment's mana value. We'll have to see what they get, but I have a hunch we might be protecting Topiary Stomper. Open 40 max. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Now there's lots of bombs. Definitely people aren't too over the moon with the Rex here. Of course, in the standard, probably too expensive, but in a Dino list, boom, that's exactly what I want to do, and we got him. All right. Whew. The Rex does the trick. That haste. I knew haste would be good. You guys might think, with this list in particular, you've got Huntmaster. That gives haste and Regisaur Alpha. Maybe that's overkill. The haste from Rex wouldn't be needed, but still, often enough. Regisaur Alpha can get killed. Huntmaster often gets killed. But if you just slam this, you have no creatures. Top deck it. Absolutely lovely top deck, I think. Oh, okay. Since the spoiler started, good stuff. OG Marauding, that's basically when I started, way back in 2003? Yeah. 2003, 2004, something like that. Roughly that's when I started with the original Marauding. Then it became New Phyrexia. Man, that was crazy stuff. I drafted New Phyrexia way back when in 2014, 2015, something like that. But we're getting sidetracked. I'm not going to forget to sideboard. Don't really have anything that deals with enchantments because I don't care too much when I slam these guys. Ripjaw. Trim Ripjaw. They got a little bit of... Excuse me. I need to drink more coffee. They have a little bit of blue stuff. And also shifting is just a little bit more powerful. They might not have a lot of creatures, Shifting can be a better aggressive threat with the potential to have haste, and my goodness, that looks nice. Very nice indeed. We've got 3 lands, Marauding, Huntmaster, and another Marauding. Hopefully it doesn't turn into that game I just had where I saw 3 Huntmasters and then I drew the 4th Huntmaster in the top 9 cards. Crazy, but it does keep things interesting. I imagine stuff's going to get answered, but we got lots of copies of things. Something should stick eventually. You hope with a list like this that has so many bodies, they run out of gas, they run out of answers, spot removal for the things. Searching for Fires of Invention or Enigmatic Incarnation. We got to make something happen eventually. Now the question is, Marauding? Nah, Topiary Marauding. Let's do that. Now, we still could get Carnage Tyrant next turn, as long as Marauding and Huntmaster stick around. Play the 5th land, that sort of thing. So hopefully they stick around, but I have a funny feeling somebody's going to get... Yeah. Sacrifice Omen of the Sea maybe gets Deputy of Detention to temporarily exile Marauding or Huntmaster. I imagine it's going to be Marauding, which not going to be a total loss. Still playing the 5th land next turn. Oh, that makes sense. Yikes. Nuts. That's not going to be a pretty sight. So, don't cause... Okay, this technically can be good because Marauding's pinging whenever a dinosaur or whenever a creature enters the battlefield, pings for 2 damage. I kind of like this. They're not pinged. We only get the cost reduction, so in a way, it does actually help us. We get to apply nice pressure with Carnage Tyrant still at a healthy 6 toughness. Very good stuff. So yeah, you can see in a scenario like this, turning off Marauding's pings, it's not all bad, but Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines, is one of the big boogeymans. Very scary. I think they may be done for. Oof. It's not going to save them. Lights out, playing another Carnage Tyrant. Let's go. If they can't play anything else, it's going to be pretty sweet. Man. Elesh Norn, I'm going to have to think of the best way to deal with that. I think she's going to be a big player going forward. We saw her in Azorius Control today, and that was not nice. Hopefully they don't get anything too painful. I imagine it could be another Skyclave apparition, unfortunately. Something. Somebody has to block, though, the Carnage Tyrant when we do attack, so that's pretty nice. Night of Autumn. Gain a bunch of life? Well, that's okay. That's okay, because good stuff is still about to happen. I like it. Maximum aggression. Did I not? Oh, nuts. I gave the one that already was down. I should have been... That was not good. Now, a little misclick there, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't cost us, but I have a sneaky suspicion it might. And I could have played Huntmaster there. I'm going to have to get used to this Elesh Norn. Marauding's not going to be pinging Huntmaster. Still, 2 Carnage Tyrants is very scary. Well, you don't want to attack with her, that's for sure. What will they grab? Another Night of Autumn, potentially. gaining 8 more life. Something nasty like that. Maybe this time they'll learn and they'll deal with Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor. Okay, man. That's all right. Yeah, that was a lot of scary stuff. Well, we'll just we'll swing for the fences. Might have been it if I had clicked on the right Carnage Tyrant the previous turn. Yeah, we're not going to be busting through this. They'll keep sacrificing things and doing nasty stuff, unfortunately. Oh, we can take them down, though. I know we can take them down. The Acrone War might be the thing, though. They got plenty of creatures. Naturally, they would want plenty of creatures with Enigmatic Incarnation here. Lots of toolbox things, things to answer, do whatever needs doing at that particular moment. So the Acrone War, that's coming in. Tyvar stand, I still like to protect whoever. Let's cut shifting. Not a whole lot of blue stuff. Stealing Elesh Norn is going to be pretty good. We might need Tyvar stand to protect Elesh Norn. Possibly. Although Elesh Norn doubling Marauding Raptor's ping, so we're going to have to watch out for that. It might not make sense. We would double Topiary Stomper. We would search for 2 basic lands with Elesh Norn. We would get 2 dinosaur tokens from Regisaur Alpha. Things could get pretty crazy, potentially. But this hand is not crazy enough. That hand is where it's at. I would like to keep Carnage Tyrant. I know it's tempting. Be a little bit greedy, but we'll play it safe. Marauding Huntmaster. And the Acrone War to boot. Okay. At the very least, we still are able to play Marauding next turn, hoping that they haven't gone Leyline Binding on Huntmaster. Could potentially happen with a Triome. They have 1 of each type of land. I've seen that happen before. Turn 2 Leyline Binding is not fun, but I jinx myself. It's not as bad as Fatal Push. Fatal Push is 1, takes out Otepec Huntmaster or that early play permanently. Leyline Binding, at least, there is the potential of getting that thing back. It's rough, but it's not all bad. And at least Marauding stuck around. We get to 3, hopefully to 4 next turn if they slam Elesh Norn eventually, which possibly could happen. Let the damage through, play a land next turn, swing with the Goblin, have a total of 5 and be able to play her, and then maybe we steal her next turn. I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, nuts. Who could have predicted that? Oh, nuts. Who could have predicted this? And just hope they don't deal with her. I imagine they can deal with Elesh Norn or the Acrone War. A pretty good chance, but hopefully. It's got to help at least a little bit. Slow them down slightly. I guess I'll block. I imagine they're going to do some shenanigans. Maybe they can deal 5 damage. Aha. Turned off that enter the battlefield. Good stuff, good stuff. That's what I like to see. Oh, conventional classic warfare. Maybe tomorrow night if I can do it tomorrow night or some night coming up. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about it, doubling it. I thought they had it. And then Huntmaster was safe. Okay. Double ping. Maraudings are going to get absolutely insane with this. I like it. I like it. No attacks. Okay, I feel good. They got to attack with that stuff. Cavalier of Dawn isn't going to destroy things. Tyvar stand protects something. But yes, dinosaurs are waging classical warfare. Ghalta is leading the charge. Ghalta may not be able to speak, but you know, she commands quite well. Gets the point across. One stomp. People fall in line. And dinosaurs. All creatures, I should say. But we should have a pretty good chance here with that one green. It does kind of suck sometimes with Tyvar stand. We don't get the benefit of +X making somebody big, that sort of thing. Oh man. Yeah, it stops. Oh, we smoked them. There you go, folks. We've seen Elesh Norn a lot tonight. And you saw some tech that instantly shuts this deck down. Everything they have is enter the battlefield. So it basically nullifies almost every single card in their deck. They want to make a copy of Cavalier of Dawn here. When it enters the battlefield, they destroy one non-land permanent. Don't have to worry about that. Enigmatic Incarnation. All the creatures that they would get have entered the battlefield effects usually. Nothing. The enchantment's Leyline Binding. When it enters the battlefield, it does nothing if we have Elesh Norn. So I might just start playing her on the regular. Naya, Elesh Norn. Why not? It's an easy enough splash. She does only require one white. I know. That's a pretty tempting match. Just starting off with Elesh Norn herself. Works with Zakama. Ooh, yeah. You would get 2 triggers of Zakama's ability, so what you might have to enter full control for that, but you tap all your lands, cast Zakama, you'd untap all your lands, then you tap them again in between the 2 triggers, so that you get the maximum benefit. Effectively all your lands tapped for 2 mana that turn. You could basically think of it that way. And then Zakama, of course, would just pop off using all its abilities to destroy an enchantment or artifact, gain life, just ping creatures for 3 damage. Ooh, Elesh Norn Zakama Naya ramp. Just Elesh Norn in general, she's got to be pretty fantastic in a lot of matchups. But still, making 2 Marauding Raptor pings, you would lock yourself out quite often just with a single Marauding Raptor, unfortunately. It would kill a lot of stuff. 1 Marauding Raptor with Elesh Norn would kill Regisaur Alpha and the token. I don't know. It'd take a lot of getting used to, a lot of thinking. Probably have to do a lot of different stuff. I believe there's a sensor or something. If Domri was answered, I still wouldn't be able to play Ripjaw next turn anyways. I'll play it safe. Gwenna. Man, this is getting out of control. But hopefully, they don't have the thingamajig. 1 and a white, instant speed destroy so they had counter spells. We should expect that. Although this looks like traditional Azorius Control doing that stuff. Nuts. At the very least, we should be able to protect Huntmaster. We got Tyvar stand, of course. That's going to be lovely. Yeah. Azorius Elesh Norn enter the battlefield effects, or Azorius Control, usual suspects, sweepers, counter spells. It's interesting. I'm going to have to consider and contend with two options when I see something like irrigated farmland come down early. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Carnage Tyrant, that's what it's all about. Start off with Carnage T, and you take out Teferi on sight. Stop them drawing a card each turn. Excuse me, a tickle in my throat. Stop them drawing a card each turn. Stop them untapping lands. Stop that card advantage while you can. Don't ask questions. Just slam dinos. If Regisaur and the tokens survive, it could mean Ghalta next turn. We got 7 reduction, 5 lands. You never know. The new Luca. I'm glad you mentioned that, Nash. Actually, I want to try it out. I might have one copy. I think I opened one copy, but I'm very excited about it. Remind me after this match, or hopefully I remember. I want to take a look at it, because it's very good. Oh, what am I thinking? Are they just dead? Ripjaw Raptor. Okay. Boom. Oh my goodness. I almost missed that too. Math is hard. But yeah, the new Luca, that's going to be good. I think it would replace Domri for me. Yes, Nash, absolutely beautiful. You gotta love it. No other deck can do something as explosive and just kill him. You can't take a turn off against a deck like this, and there is no deck like this, because stuff like that happens. Oh, perfection. But yeah, certainly switch Ripjaw and shifting against Azorius Control, and simple. But yeah, I think the new Luca would replace Domri. I think it's absolutely a fantastic removal with his -4, I believe it is. Ghalta is super cheap, 12 power. Luca, we can do 12 damage divided as we choose among creatures and planeswalkers. That is absolutely fantastic. Insane. I'm very excited for it. It ramps, or it does that, or it makes a creature. I'm going to be looking to try out the new Luca. I think it would replace Domri, probably. Hard to say. Hey, Toast Ghost, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. I'll wait. At least until I have one up that I can protect Marauding with the Tyvar stand here. Would have been nice to maybe go shifting next turn if Marauding had survived. Gonna find out if they had a sensor or not. Maybe we see them discard it. Possibly. Yes. I'm glad you could catch the live stream, Toast. Haven't done nearly as much as I wanted, but yeah, maybe I'll take a video tonight, tomorrow night, show the new area it's in, its own cell. Do I want to save them? That's a good question. You know what? I'm going to do that. I feel like it could be good. Possibly hasty shifting next turn, but maybe they don't want to keep investing resources in taking it. Oh, Domri. Let's try for Domri. We still have one left over. If they did have a sensor, we would be able to play it, but we can go Domri, ramp, Topiary, possibly Tyrranax Rex next turn. That'd be pretty sweet. Even if Marauding goes down, we might still get the Rex. If Domri is still alive, that is. Imagine they have Wandering Emperor, something maybe to deal with Marauding. I'll hold it back. Okay. Just the Shark Typhoon. I still think they might have had that Wandering Emperor there. They were hoping I would attack with Marauding. Sweeper coming up. Not a sweeper. Well. Well. I know what I'm doing. Boom. Scary stuff. Lovely. Pretty sweet. Got lots of hasty, scary stuff. Shifting has haste potentially. We don't have to blow our entire hand. We can keep attacking with scary things. Keep up that. There's the sensor. Like I was thinking. Oh, look at this, folks. It's an exciting double discard sensor. You gotta love when that happens. Beautiful. But yeah, if they sweep us, we got lovely stuff coming up. Farewell. Not so bad when all or most of your bodies are good. Sweep us again. Hasty shifting. We get another land. Rex. This is the scariest. Oh, I can't. This is lovely. I'm over the moon. 3 to exile a token. Not so bad. Oh, we got it. Boom. Done. What you gonna do? What can anybody do in the face of Rex, Alpha, Ceratops, Ghalta? Oh, man. I'm glad a bunch of you guys were here to see this. If you're watching later on, I mean, that is how you do it. Don't worry about how much dinos cost. Combined Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex. Just go to town. More packs. It's always lovely. Starting off at the beginning of a mastery pass, you tend to get a bunch of packs, you know, each pretty often, at least until 66, level 66. It stops at 80, but hey, we'll open it up. Hope it's a wild card. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. Hey, Droll Disco, how's it going? Nice to see your subscriber count is increasing by the day. Once I get back into the swing of things here, I imagine, mine will, creep up there. But I always love just chatting with you guys, hanging out, doing the best with dinos, or, if you have suggestions, as always, I'll try something out before you have to invest your wild cards. More than happy to kind of showcase a list or a particular dino, creature, flavor of dinos. Yes, 1.36. Oh, that's good stuff. And this is a good hand. 3 lands, Marauding, Tyvars to protect, Regisaur, very good chance to see it. Man, scary. You might not think 4 Carnage and 4 Rex is good, but maybe it's overkill. I don't think that's the case. Just do as much scary stuff as possible, and I think that does the trick. Yes, Heaven, I do play Albion Online, the Mists update. If you played recently, that's pretty fantastic. A little more friendly for those solo players. But venturing into the Mists, kind of its own contained area. There is sometimes other people for sure, but yeah, I don't know, it's been going pretty good usually. As always, I'm playing this. Definitely with the new Tyrranax Rex here. Oh, good stuff. Thoughtseize. Now the question is, let's let stuff happen. They'll discard Regisaur, certainly. I imagine. Probably. then maybe they would have used removal on Marauding and Tyvar's would protect that. It's got to be Regisaur Alpha, 100%. Yeah, every so often I'll be in online, especially because it is available on mobile phones. So that does make it quite a bit easier, but yeah, I'll get back into it definitely eventually. Once I do this more regularly, maybe one night a week, do something other than Magic, possibly. RuneScape, hey, RuneScape is a classic, fantastic. Yes. Iron Man mode, huh? Now the question is, will they get rid of Tyrranax Rex? I think that's probably going to happen. Okay. Gotta save that Marauding and hope we don't draw any more lands. Oh, Ghalta, very nice. Just keep swinging, keep protecting it. And hope they don't have two pieces of removal. We might be able to see Ghalta next turn, depending what Dino we draw. Feels like they might go with Bone Crusher. Ooh, Shieldred. Oh, that's scary stuff. But Tyvar stand. Giving Indestructible to Marauding would mean it lives through a Shieldred block. So that's actually quite nice. Question is, do I want to attack? Do a bunch of damage. I would be able to do 7. They'd probably let it all through though, unfortunately. I'll hold back Marauding. They see Tyvar stand and all the mana we have up, so they wouldn't have blocked with Shieldred anyways. I don't think. They still might try to use removal on Marauding. Probably have removal that they use in response to Tyvar's stance, so we gotta take 4. Unfortunately, we have to take 4. Something for 1, something for 2, maybe that fatal push, possibly. Oh. Well. Hello, Ghalta. And we still have 1 left over for Tyvar's. That's where it's at. Hopefully we don't go too low, though. Yikes. But I gotta be at least a little bit scared. Seeing us have 1 green, Tyvar's will protect Ghalta or whatever they try to remove. Of course, they'll try attacking with this Marauding and see if they want to block with the Bone Crusher there, which, that's fine. Take them out. Good stuff. Still have a scary thing with the Queen here. Guess I should probably see how long I've been going for. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I don't want to take 4. Don't exactly need Marauding. I got plenty of lands. Unless I draw Tyrranax Rex next turn, that would have been nice. Still would have been able to use it, but man, going down to 6 and then down to 4 after I draw a card from Shieldred, not good. It might be lights out next turn, depending. Well, I got to play Bone Crusher just to survive, so that is pretty nice. But if they hadn't played anything, oh, very interesting. So we go 5. We can make it 17. That's a tough one. This will be interesting. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna do it. Never mind. The Manland. We almost had him. That was close. But the Acroan War. Pretty fantastic. Domri, nah. That's just asking for trouble. Again, we might not want to block depending what they're attacking with. Just, nah. Acroan War, we're going to be stealing Shieldred. Hopefully, somebody big, somebody nasty. I don't expect the Phyrexian Obliterator, just because sometimes that can be pretty hard to cast, requiring 4 black. But definitely if we can steal this, I like that. Yeah, leave it like that. Hopefully get a Carnage Tyrant Rex down at some point. Hopefully they have a little bit less Thought Seizes. Maybe none. That would be good. Again, I don't know why I cover my own mouth. I'm in a room by myself. Ooh, I mean, it's 2 lands. Now 1 more. Where's nuts? Send the costliest stuff to the bottom and cross the fingers. At least draw a 2nd land. That's not a land, unfortunately. Ought to be another Acroan War. Hey, we're in business now, folks. I'm quite certain Huntmaster dies, but on the off chance it doesn't, and we draw a 3rd land, it'd be looking pretty good. Gotta be. Stomp or Blood Tithe Harvester could have sacrificed itself, taken it out. Hey, let's play another one. Now the Blood Tithe Harvester might sacrifice itself. Hey, a Braid. That was mentioned earlier. A Braid or Brotherhood's End. Oh, I jinxed myself saying a Acroan War. It wasn't back-to-back, but a bunch of Huntmasters and a bunch of wars. Nuts. You never know. Might still get there. Probably not, though. What's the spell? Yeah, that's probably gonna do it. That's all right. Try for 1 more match at least, and overall, it's been pretty good. Why not? Artifact Rakdos. I haven't seen Artifact Rakdos too often. Every so often. That was the usual Rakdos Midrange, playing nice removal spells, bunch of creatures that cost 2, 3, 4, and just driving home the win that way. Lots of removal, unfortunately. Sometimes it can be too much, but again, it is nice having something to protect them with Tyvar staying there, instant speed, hexproof, and indestructible. Probably about a week ago, I was using that super protection list. 8 spells in total to protect stuff. It worked out pretty good. Might go back to that. Maybe 6 spells, 6 or 8. Just up the protection, because it can be pretty key. Saving that one thing for the following turn might mean that, that's all that was needed. And it leads to further, better aggression. Oh, Rakdos. Rakdos is still quite strong, doing its good stuff, luckily. And talked about protection enough. I'm seeing it. I'll go with Marauding. I still would be able to play Topiary if it is answered. Looks like Lotus Field something. Interesting. Mardu colors. Huh. Well, they haven't killed anything yet with it, which is quite nice for sure. Can't protect Topiary, unfortunately. Kind of forgot about Strict Proctor. This is not going so well. Ugh. Two for a 6/6. Oh. And they don't have to sacrifice him because they would have to pay. Yikes. Oh, Tyvars for days. That's pretty good. Well, we'll get to 4/4. We don't get the token, unfortunately. But do what we gotta do. Play what we can play. This is not a pretty sight. Yeah, we'll take 6. They'd never expect 2 more Tyvars to be in hand. No blocks. Can't take too many more hits from Kroxa there, unfortunately. But yeah, stopping its effect where it has to sacrifice itself is if it hasn't escaped. Stopping that due to the Strict Proctor there is pretty good. Pretty good, I must say. Don't really need more lands. Need something. Anything, really. Power up Marauding. Enough that, it's going to take out Kroxa. Have to discard 1 Tyvars, unfortunately, but hopefully they don't make us discard other stuff. Just hope they don't have instant speed removal, but they might. Phew. Okay, we took out Kroxa. That was nice. They can't escape them either. They only have 2 things in the graveyard. Looking good. Ish. Another. Well, that's not nice. That might. Yeah, we're not busting through that. Nah. Yeah, I don't like that. Strict Proctor, that thing has to go. Whether we steal it with the Akroan War, kill it with Savage Stomp. Stealing a Kroxa would be pretty good with this. Although as it enters, and after you draw, you add a lore counter. So as it enters, we wouldn't actually add the lore counter. Or, no, as it enters, it enters with that counter. So I think it would get around the Strict Proctor of stopping enter the battlefield effects. Pretty sure. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to try it. Domri, don't exactly need that. Not much counter spells whatsoever. Although it would take out the Strict Proctor now that I think about it. Yeah, I'll stick with the Akroan War. I think stealing the Strict Proctor might be pretty nice. Stealing Kroxa. Something big and nasty. Either way, it's a pretty scary uphill battle. That looks pretty good. We got 3 lands. We got the Akroan War. I'll take it. No Huntmaster, Marauding, something like that, but definitely could be worse. Don't have to discard or mulligan multiple times. Oh, the darn thing. Again. Let's just hope for that 4th land. Although Strict Proctor, doesn't matter who controls it, they still well, they get that benefit. At least I got something down, and I can save it. And we got a lot of Regisaur Alphas. That is... well, it's okay, I hope. But where there's one piece of removal, there's definitely more. I don't expect Marauding to live this turn, but at least we could save it. Alright, let's get another land next town. Well, okay, phew. Luckily, we got it. Well, we didn't get the pings or the token. We got to buy. Okay. It's not nothing. It's definitely not very good. 4 for a 4/4 nothing. Not a great time. I guess so. Alrighty, well, I'm stealing the clock bridge troll. Okay. Hopefully that helps out a little bit. Attack with the Regisaur Alpha, maybe they block with that little goblin token, but they definitely wouldn't block with the strict Proctor. Hopefully they can't take out the clock bridge troll. But like I was thinking, they got lots of big, scary creatures that sometimes have a downside. Ghalta. Probably going to be, Tyrranax Rex, scary stuff. Okay, that's something. Okay, I'm kind of liking our chances here. Definitely going to be playing Ghalta. Oh. I got the troll back. Nuts. Well, that's not going to be good. Yeah. That's how it goes. Sometimes you just lose. Nothing you could really do. That definitely is a very scary variation. Never faced that particular deck before. Strict Proctor stopping the drawback, enter the battlefield effects of their creatures and stopping all the great enter the battlefield effects of ours, and fantastic removal to boot. Really no winning in that situation, unfortunately, but I think I will leave it there for tonight. Heaven, Droll Disco, Nash, Toast, MtG Tavern, Dark Carnage, everybody else watching right now, later on. Hopefully you had a good time, and hey, Pterosaurus, you just caught me. Yes, I was just saying goodbye. At least you could catch me right at the end. I'll try to still do this regularly so, people can get used to it again. 9:30 p.m. Eastern, but it might start a little bit earlier on the regular. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, something like that. Yeah, I'm glad you could catch me right at the end, though. Great talks on Discord. Again, if anybody hasn't joined that, definitely make sure to do so. And Iron Man mode, huh? Yes, there was some pretty interesting matches tonight, I must say. Iron Man mode, okay. Yeah, lots to check out. Always lots of fun, and see you guys next time. Peace.